Starting at the mercenary camp, instead of going towards it, if you go to your left and up a little hill, you should see a bunch of logs. The key will be behind one stack of logs right up the very back. Now if you start heading towards the way that you would go if you were going towards Brightwall Village, and once you start heading up the hill, instead of going right towards the village, if you keep running straight forward up the hill, and then if you take a left at the top of the hill, at the end of this path there will be a cavern which we're wanting to go in. Now inside this cavern, if you start heading all the way down, we're going down until we reach a section where the path kind of splits off, one going up and one going down. And you're wanting to take the path going up, and then continue on forward.
You're doomed, mate! Doomed!
And then if you run through the little archway, continue following the path forward, we're heading towards the exit of the cave. So if you take a right, and just continue following the path right, and the cave entrance should be at the very top of this little hill. And once you're outside the cave, the golden key will be at the end of the path. So next we're going to be dropping down, and if you take a left once you've dropped, you're wanting to head towards the mercenary camp that we started. Only this time when you're out of the snow, if you go to your left and then follow the road, on your left hand side should be a cave entrance. And once you're inside the cave, if you run to the very end, but don't drop down, if you just run to the end of it, you'll find the silver key. And if we go back the way we came, you're wanting to head towards the direction of the monorail. So if you follow the path back, and if you take a left towards Saker's camp, but instead of going left, if you continue on down the path,
Oh, I love it when they fight back.
and then take
I
a
don't
right,
normally get to have so much fun.
and you'll start heading towards the monorail. Now instead of going into the monorail, first of all we've got one more key to collect, so if you continue following the path past the monorail, and follow the little dirt path up the hill. Your silver key will be at the very top. And once you've collected it, if you head back down, we'll go into the
It's my
monorail.
turn for first choice of the loot.
So once inside, you're wanting to head all the way down. So take your first lift on the right. And you're wanting to follow the path until you reach a room with a bunch of barrels in it. So once you reach the room, you're looking for a stand with a row of barrels on it. Just behind that stand will be the silver key. The next silver key is going to be behind a metal door, which is located to the left hand side of the barrel stand. To unlock this gate, you're going to have to go to the area where you fought all the hobbs with Walter. If you run across the stone bridge, and then if you take a left, once you've run across the bridge, you'll find the technician's key down at the very bottom of the hill in a wooden chest. This will be used to unlock the door. Once you've obtained the key, if you go through the door and head up the stairs, and if you continue going forward, once you reach this kind of slightly built up area, you want to turn right. And then if you follow the path around to the right, the key will be up this little hill. Now for the last one, if you fast travel to Millfields, once you're at Millfields, if you head down to the bottom of this hill, you're basically wanting to go back into the other side of the monorail.
This guy's rich! We're gonna have fun looting his corpse!
And once you're inside, if you go forward, and if you climb up the stairs, and continue climbing rather than going right, and if you turn left, you'll find the key sitting behind this wall.